Hey guys, welcome back to NYC Chat Room with Tiffany and Lauren. We are back with another topics video, so please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Alright, so our first topic is this whole Travis Scott Astroworld Music Festival fiasco. It was a hot mess, y'all.
Where was it again? Was it California?
It was in Houston.
Oh, in Houston.
Yes, in Houston he had a concert. This isn't the first one. I'm not sure how many he had before this, but apparently during the concert when he came on, all hell broke loose.
Oh my God.
And shit got real. People were getting falling out, passing out. So far 8 people have been confirmed dead. The range is from age 14 to like 27 of people who have died. There's been all kinds of stories as to what exactly has happened. I think they're still investigating. The police chief is saying, you know, possibly drugs were involved. They said a security guard was poked in the neck with a needle.
It was some unknown drug, and then they had to revive him with Narcan.
Yes. Oh, they had to revive him with Narcan.
Narcan.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what wakes you up after you...
Yeah. Oh, when you OD or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, look at that. Yeah, so they said he had, and they said he had a puncture wound from that, so they're trying to see if, you know, somebody was going around sticking people with needles or, you know, all kinds of foolishness. But they said that they tried to get the attention of Travis and also like the production people, telling them that, you know, people are dying, things are happening, and they would not stop the show. They said the show went on for like almost 2 hours after, you know, chaos broke out. And we've seen in like concerts, you know, where people, you know, get overwhelmed at the artists. Remember back in the day, Michael Jackson used to have people falling out all over the place. But they had like a system of where they were able to get these people. Right, they had the stretcher. They used to be turned over. You see people all they all going over their heads.
They're like, I love you, Michael. He just come out like, you know, the drilly.
And Michael would just be standing there like, and he'd be standing there for like 10 minutes, and they would be passed out in those arenas. But
I don't recall him ever standing there like serenading a fainting person.
That's what I'm saying.
He would hit it. And if you fainted, he was already over there on the other side. Like he was sitting here like, ooh,
you know, like when you at church and the person be like, bam, and then you just be out.
Right. Just move to the other side. Michael was giving you a second.
Yes.
And then he was over there.
Michael was
Travis
no joke.
Was really like entranced with this person.
They have a video of him doing like a sound while, you know, somebody's like passed out. And they were like trying to get his attention, like, hello, like something's going down over here. But they weren't doing anything.
He was almost providing a soundtrack to the fainting.
Right. But yeah, it was a madhouse. And they're still doing, like I said, they're doing an investigation, trying to see exactly, you know, what caused all of this. And it was like a stampede of people running.
So the claims are that as soon as he hit the stage, that the whole vibe changed. And the visual of the fire, it looks like Armageddon. It didn't like, you know, the pyrotechnics on stage. It didn't look like, wow. It looked like, oh shit.
Yeah, normally it's like a one poof poof.
Yeah, like, it looked like the world blew up.
Yes.
Like it just, and you know, they talk about the way that music and lighting and
can put you in a trance.
Yeah, it can kind of affect your mood. The same way when you're watching a scary movie and they want you to get anxious, they start the or they'll even throw babies' cries.
That's true. You get real anxious.
Get you going. So it makes you wonder, you know, how much of this may have been deliberate to utilize some, you know, lighting or
just the sound,
right,
the tones, and
to
all that.
kind of promote chaos. And if that wasn't the aim, then why wasn't, when that was the outcome, why wasn't like, oh, stop the press?
Right, halt everything.
Yeah.
Like, let's try and figure out what's happening. It's like they weren't prepared for.
It almost seems like the chaos was a part of the performance art.
Right.
Like, we're going to destroy a bunch of stuff, and this is a part of the vibe that he was going for. I mean, we can't speak for you, Travis.
Allegedly.
But allegedly, you were on some weird stuff, and people are really freaked out.
What is that?
Some of the comments are really different.
Yeah, even a concert goer posted a video that has been circulating with him saying that he feels like there was some type of demonic energy within the crowd. And that's scary to think, you know, and it's young people. Like I said, it started from age 14. So can you imagine your young child in a crowd like that? First of all, I'm not taking my child to no type of festival like that. It's just not happening. But you know, I'm not saying anything about anyone's parenting, but it's a lot for them to take in.
I may have taken my 14, but I would have been present. Like, I wouldn't have just, I might have gone.
I go to concerts, but like those type of crowds, I can't do it. Unless I have like a section, maybe. Like if I'm in like a special, like they said they had like VIP sections and stuff like that. But to be in like those like compact type of crowds, I can't do it. I can't do it. But, you know, condolences to all the families and everybody who, you know, is sick or hurt or even died in this situation. I hope they do figure out what actually happened. And, you know, concerts, you know, take heed for future as, like, things like this happening, that you could be prepared, you know, better. Because hundreds of people getting hurt and, you know, kids getting trampled. Like, they got to do better with security.
Well, it was a paid event, right? So I'm wondering what the capacity was and if that was kind of adhered to, if that was kind of
that
enforced.
too. Because it was an outdoor thing. So it was like an outdoor festival, which we've seen, you know, they have Woodstock and all those type of festivals.
And normally it's like, you know, a whole, they lock it down, the perimeter.
Right.
And then they just kind of control the crowd as they come in. And once it hit a certain number of ticket sales or entries, then it should have been, we are done.
Right. Especially now, like, we've been going through, you know, Rona been out here.
Yes.
Like,
where was the social distancing?
Precaution? Yeah, like, where was the precaution during all of
And the sad thing is that, you know, that wasn't the deadliest thing that could have happened. And you would think that would have been your biggest fear going in. Like, you know, oh my gosh, all this virus stuff and all these people. But coming out, you know, people actually lost their lives. And I think that, remember years ago, Ariana Grande, there was a terrorist attack in one of her concerts.
I think it was in Paris. Was it Paris?
I believe so.
Yeah.
And it really took her out for a while.
It did.
She was really depressed.
She was.
But even that, people weren't really, that was a traumatic event at a concert. And it didn't have the same flavor. People are more looking at Travis crazy for this. Like, because
his apology was real, like, he was all rubbing his head.
To the ones that was lost last night. We're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this tough time. You know, my fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience. And anytime I can make out, you know, anything that's going on, I stop the show and, you know, help them get the help they need, you know. I could just never imagine the severity of the situation. We've been working closely with everyone to just try to get to the bottom of this. The City of Houston, HPD, Fire Department, you know, everyone to, you know, help us figure this out. So if you have any information, you know, please just contact your local authorities.
And taking it like there was somebody on the side of him, like, rub it more, like
give it more head.
Like, it was just,
it wasn't stressed out.
It didn't seem genuine.
No.
Nobody's saying that he doesn't love his fans, but I felt like it was more of a PR thing than rather him just sitting down, stating how he feels and how genuinely sorry he is that this happened. So I think he needs to do that over.
Maybe devil's advocate, maybe from his vantage point, he thought he was given a Michael moment. Like, ooh, this person is...
Maybe.
He was just going to keep singing to
Maybe.
her.
I mean, I guess when you're up there, you really, even though you may see some stuff going on, you really can't say exactly how, you know, deep the situation is. So I'll give him that. But...
maybe help sound like... ho,
right,
ow, from up there. He was like, yeah.
Yeah,
so maybe he didn't hear help. He heard something else. All right.
I'm going to leave you alone, Travis.
Moving along.
Moving on.
All right, so next we're going to talk about Summer Walker's new album.
Ooh, got y'all in a tizzy.
I mean, so I listened to some of the tracks. I listened to, the Cardi B joint.
Yeah, that everybody's talking about. The Cardi B and the Ciara's Prayer seems to be the hot topic right now.
So I really like Summer Walker's music, but it's not for me. It's like, I've heard similar artists that have similar styles that are for me. Just something about her music, it seems manufactured to me. Like there's a formula they're putting there and it works.
Like surfacey.
Yes. And I know she's talking about real life situations.
Right, that she's going through.
There's something about her voice that's just too surfacey for me. There's something about
I feel like she needs to tap in a little bit more. Like just tap in and get that grittiness that, it still feels, like we said, very like top layer,
right,
in how she's speaking, even though she's talking about real
I feel
stuff.
like the voice of the person in these songs, like just looking at the body of work, it's giving me a middle school girl's diary.
I can see that.
It doesn't give me grown woman for me.
So
that's why for me, I just don't like Summer Walker's music. I like when I hear it, I'm like, this is good. It's not bad. It's not corny. It's just not gelling for
I feel
me.
she can grow more into, maybe in like 5, 6 years, we'll hear a different version of her. Because I do see she has potential to really, tap in and get into, some real R&B, pain that we've known over the years with other artists.
And it's weird because of some of the things that she's saying in the lyrics, I can relate to as an adult woman.
Definitely.
But there's the way she's saying it.
Yeah. I'm not connecting really with it. Like like she said, things she's saying, like, okay, yes, I've been through this, I've dealt with this, I've done it, but it's still not. I'm not feeling.
I feel like for me, like even when she's talking about the pain in her writing style or her singing style, she's still trying to be fly with it. Like, I don't need you. I mean, when you hurt, you're hurt. I don't know. I can't explain it. Her music just doesn't hit home for me. I've heard so many songs, and when I'm hearing, I'm like, well, I like this. I can't remember the second.
And not to compare artists, but when you hear like a Mary J. Blige, even in her younger days, like that What's the 411, when you heard her, like, you went to church with it, with
even
Mary.
Even the songs I didn't like with Mary, like Monday. It's the minute that song used to come on,
it still make you rock.
I'd be like this. I felt the depression, but I felt something. I don't feel anything when I listen to Summer Walker's music. And the Ciara's Prayer. Okay. So I think that maybe I and perhaps Lauren were the only women on the planet that did not care what the contents of this prayer was.
I didn't.
Not that I like Ciara so much. She can dance. I always thought she was an amazing performer.
And I'm glad she had her, glow up,
I
moment.
So
I loved it.
Hard, the FU moment. That's the key thing, is that because I feel like a lot of times the Futures, the Bow Wows of the world, they want to just discard the Kanyes with Emeralds. They want to discard a woman and have her go back into obscurity.
Right.
Not that Ciara was just an average. She was also an entertainer as well that had her own name for herself. But maybe he, Future, I love the fact that even though he probably did her just like he did the other baby mamas, she's just not another one of the baby mamas.
Right.
She moved on. She had a successful relationship with a successful, financially and seemingly emotionally supportive,
very loving
marriage.
Man who's all about her, and that's beautiful. She was able to have other kids. He accepts her son like wholeheartedly from what we see, and
I love it.
I love it,
and I love how it kind of makes Future a little salty too.
You could tell.
Yes, in the beginning he was talking. Oh, he do whatever she say.
Yeah,
Future. Everything about it makes me smile.
It does.
But I never wanted to know the prayer because I feel like what's for you is for you. And Russell Wilson already done said that the reason why he married or he became interested, why she caught his eye, was because of the Ride video.
Yes.
All right, the Ride video. I think we all drooled a little bit.
Yeah.
On the ride
She
video.
was doing it.
She was dipping and zooing it, okay? The booty cheek.
She was.
Russell was like,
that's one thing about Ciara,
people
okay?
Call her people, okay?
When you look at a Ciara video, you are looking at that video.
Yes.
There's no turning away. There's no just you are looking at that video.
Was it the prayer? Was it the come and join us? I mean, you better
maybe on her end it was the prayer.
I know.
On his end
it was them cheeks.
It was, yeah.
Okay. So ladies, pray. I was gonna say something really so terrible, but no. The Lord got my tongue. Pray the prayer.
Oh God!
You memorize it and
yes.
you remember it. We, on the other hand,
yes, for the ones that did touch, I understand.
For.
I understand the need. I understand being hurt. I understand my thing is with the prayer. What I did agree with is, help me get over that hurt. Like I get that. Like get me out of this shit because I am tired. Right. Like that I can get and I relate to 100%. But the wishing, for the next man to be this, and this.
Maybe you are your own Russell Wilson.
Maybe
you are the one that's.
And I read something that said, sometimes your soulmate is not like a romantic relationship. Right. Like I feel like this is my soulmate. This is my best friend. We get each other.
What more do you need?
I don't know. I feel that
of all the things, ladies, like there's such a major industry on teaching us how to snag a man.
Yes.
And so many social media pages dedicated to this, to giving us advice. Very few on teaching men how to treat us well, and they're failing at it.
Right.
I just think that we need to pray, like expand our horizons.
Right.
Okay. And I want to know Oprah's prayer. Oprah, what did you pray for?
What you pray for?
I know. Can we put that on the track?
Because I just saw them lay out your house with it's like three houses on like. What
she prayed for?
Yes,
okay.
That's what I'm trying to see.
Who did she interview in her rose garden? Who was that? Jennifer Hudson recently?
Was it?
Yes.
I know she did Will Smith too. Was that at her house too?
What was your prayer, Oprah? We want that one. That's what we want. We're waiting for that. But y'all could do the Ciara one though. God bless. Yeah,
but the Summer Walker, I see it had y'all. So fellas, y'all better do right.
Y'all about to hear it.
Yeah, so your stuff about to be outside. Okay? All right, so get it together.
I don't like her. I hope that she'll stop with the plastic surgery also.
I do hope that.
That on the
she's
cover
a pretty
art,
girl, and she doesn't need to do all
sunglasses
that.
was like on that pinched nose like that.
Yeah, she doesn't need to do all that.
Yeah,
she's a pretty girl.
She really was.
All right, so our last topic that we are going to talk about, for those who are Dexter lovers, the television show that was on for, I don't even remember how many seasons before.
Was it 8?
Yes. So for Dexter lovers, Dexter was on for 8 seasons originally. Amazing show. Okay. Amazing. We loved it. It followed a man who had a very normal life. He was a forensic.
He was like he was a blood, no.
Yes, he was a blood spatter specialist.
Yes. Blood spatter analyst.
Yes. For the police department, but in secret, he was a serial. Was he considered a serial killer?
Yeah, he was a serial killer.
Considered a serial killer, but he only killed people who did wrong.
Right.
So his life, he lived a very normal life, but then he would have his whole setup where he would kill people, and then it ended in trash. Season 8, y'all did it dirty,
so dirty.
It reminds me of my Game of Thrones, but that's a whole nother subject for I get very emotional about that. But the Dexter's finale was horrible.
They were like, just throw it away.
Yes.
Throw it away.
So we tie all that in to say he has a new show coming. Yes.
Yeah, what do you think a proper ending would be? Because I feel like Breaking Bad wrapped up their season so well with you had Jesse getting his revenge and kind of driving off and I forget the main character's name. He died.
Yes.
And I felt like
there's nothing else you could do for that, other than him dying.
Yeah, when I turned that TV off,
so do we want to see Dexter dead? We don't know. I don't know. Does he have to be dead? We don't want to see him go to jail. Right?
Let's think on that.
Yeah, so we're going to think on that. Yeah. And we'll talk about it on our review when we watch the show.
And if you also watch Dexter, what would you like to see happen? What would have been a good... Did you like the ending that they offered us at first? Lumberjack Dexter abandoning his baby? Or did you have another alternate ending that you thought would have made more sense? So watch with us. We're going to be watching, and we'll be looking out for you in the comments. And thanks so much again. This is NYC Chat Room with Tiffany and Lauren, and we are signing out. Bye. Like, comment, and subscribe, y'all.
They're gonna help. They're gonna help me, no man. Help you, know, sister, me a check out me and boss me. Producer boss me, no man. You know me never hold a 10 or a 15 and still me teeth like puss and sneaking like rat. And me no want them broke me foot and me no want them broke me. Still me teeth like puss and sneaking like rat. And me no want them broke me foot and me no want them broke me foot and me no done.